so much choice.
My stomach's growling.
Got some useful intel out of that.
Is there a good use for that?
We're sliding down! I hope we can make use of this. Let's use this.
Whoa, check this place out.
Guys, get ready to fight! Huh. Time to take the fast way!
Woohoo! This gets the blood pumping, eh? We've so got to do that again! Could that be a path? Good thing we found this.
Guys, get ready to fight! White slash F!
Crash down!
Where I'm from, it's called a land tangent.
You're on fire, land!
Where's our advantage?
Never the current.
Out of my face! Keep 'em coming! This is what we're made for. Yeah.
Huh? Is that... Hold them off!
I'll end it here! Come on,
I'll draw them!
That's a big help!
I need you, Mio!
Eat this! I'll show you!
You want to
Right on! I've lost the enemy! Just watch! Walk with me!
I'll take care of it.
You're dealing with me!
Cheers for that! I can help you.
Lost the enemy! You're dealing with me! This will keep me going.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Kevez and Agnes are both fully mobilized. We'll have to pick them off one at a time.
Whoa, visitors!
I'll draw them.
You're dealing with always, Noah. Advancing downdraft.
Go! Speed
Impact! Senna! Let's see it!
Put them off!
I'm getting the groove!
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
I'll claim the ether here. We're sliding down!
This is something decent, right?
I'm curious to see what tactics you have in place surrounded by so much nature.
What say we go hunting together? I'm fairly well versed in that.
Let's make the most of our break, guys. Let's lay out the facts. I definitely feel stronger.
Phew, all finished.
Are we all ready to fight?
Let's make the most of our break, guys. Time out. We'll head out in a bit.
Na, na, na. Gasp! Food is entirely missing! Banana not even gets single fill of stomach yet.
I just saw you stuffing your cheeks.
The rations should have been divided equally.
Banana walked more than used to today. Tummy was rumbly-grumbly.
Not much we can do, though. Not now.
Banana, look, we've still got a ways to go. So you're gonna have to get used to rationing stuff out, okay?
Oh, the food's completely gone!
What's up? What's wrong?
What did you say was gone?
I think she was yelling about food.
What? No way. For real?
Friend sure did not just put elsewhere and forget.
Nuh-uh. I'm positive it was right here.
Indeed. I checked it myself before I turned in.
Don't tell me someone scoffed the whole lot.
Ah, no way.
Banana will leave no plate unpolished. That awful, false accusation! Not even Banana ever stooped to such crude, vulgar behaviour.
All right. We get it. Just chill out already.
Banana refused to become Frosty. This now matter of honour and dignity. For starters.
I know Manana was feeling a bit peckish, but she can't have eaten up the lot.
So who then?
Clearly it wasn't Riku. That guy barely eats at all, right?
Indeed. Riku practiced ancient knock-on art of restraint.
Hey, check it.
Manana do not.
A feather?
Nana?
But what kind?
I found tracks. Here.
Nobody's blaming you here.
These footprints. I think they're Turkin.
Mystery solved then. A Turkin feather.
So they raided our supplies.
Lands can stop apology. Honour and dignity of Manana left in tatters for a vile and baseless accusation.
Come on, please, lighten up already.
All accusations aside,
Even if received 10,000
we're really
places of
strapped for food.
Guess we'll have to go foraging.
Before you ate them.
I concur.
accusation is not foregone. Manana
Luckily, this area is pretty bountiful all in all, so we might not be too hard pressed.
Well, better get to it.
Right.
Before.
Okay.
Anyway, that clearly too much eat. Manana is bottomless pit.
Meh? What? Well, how Riku know Manana is dainty eater?
Not denying.
Lies and deceit. On this day of days, Manana will have retribution!
Looks like we've got ourselves a runner. Slipped out from the castle.
Is this okay? He could get in touch with Ouroboros. Won't that impact our previous arrangements?
Not to worry. If he does make contact, they'll come.
Really?
Ouroboros are simply like that.
Well, if you say so, we can probably take your word. Right, O?
Certainly. As you say, P, we probably can take his word.
Meat is sparking amazing.
Guess we know what's on the menu today, then.
Here we go, guys.
I'll follow your lead. Crash out!
They're set up for a fall.
Lost the enemy!
Powering.
Liberation!
Area low! Turret! How's that? You're dealing with me!
Cheers for that.
Follow the enemy! How's that?
I'll keep up the attack.
Smooth as
You're
always,
dealing with me!
Noah.
Great! Let's go, advantage!
I'll keep up the power. Dragon tail! Follow the bishop!
Got you! Down grab! Avenging Eagle!
Put the enemies to me!
Smooth as always, Noah. Wide slap!
Much relief. Glad Riku had just power frame last night. Should perform 30% better than leading brand.
What's she on about, leading brand?
I get that we're weaker than Agnians, so we need this to get on more of an even footing in combat, but...
Friends say but. Why but?
We just need oomph, you know? Like, kapow! Sort of thing.
Sound effects not help comprehension.
Oh, you know. Like that doodad Noah has.
Doodad?
Ujima flip. You know what I mean. Don't make me say it.
What friend want to use for?
Well,
Not on your end by any chance? If so, Riku have to pass.
Oh, come on.
So Riku guessed right. Backing up, this plan of Lance, Noah privy to it? Make decision without consult allies? Bad form.
But he's our enemy.
And who decide that? Yoru say himself? That he enemy?
He didn't. I did.
In absence of complete picture?
Well, but he's different.
So after meet just once, Lance make up mind?
Then what are we gonna do?
Only thing friends can. Keep moving forward.
How's that gonna solve anything? Should never have asked.
Also, doodad, not that kind of thing.
Hey, should we go check out the other side too?
We still need a whole bunch more foodstuffs and all anyway.
Hey, look! That's a really odd-looking tree.
Meh? Oh, wondrous day! Cannot believe eyes! It's fruit of legend, bright fig!
Bright fig? What's a bright fig when it's at home?
Let me guess. They're stupidly delish.
Oh, guaranteed! Deliciousness is such that friends will be picking up jaws from ground for weeks! Uh-oh.
What's up? Are they rotten or something?
Tragedy strike! These not ripe for plucking yet, let alone eating. If eat now, bitter flavour cause agonizing death.
Huh? I don't know. They look tasty enough to me.
Bright fig not good for eating even after full yellow. Still have to wait another year before able to enjoy.
That's too long. Man, so much for that.
Never mind. You can always come back next year. It's legendary, right? You wouldn't want to miss out.
Guess we'll have to.
But, Mia, year from now?
Even if I might not get to do it, you guys can still have a taste.
Why wouldn't you... Whoa. Love, you gotta stop being so detached about it. You'll just get everyone feeling guilty.
Oh, sorry. Please don't mind me.
Don't mind me, she says. Course we're gonna mind you, doll. Hey, how can you be so casual about it?
What do you mean, casual? I assure you, I'm not. I'm actually pretty flustered.
You defo don't look it.
If it looks that way to you, well, that's because I shouldn't even be here.
What do you mean?
This life's a gift from a dear friend. It should have been me. I should have died out there that day. So this isn't really me. I'm just living on her time. Maybe that's why.
Somehow, that reminds me of us.
I know. When we're interlinked, I can see a glimpse. Inferno, destruction, land screaming.
Noah's memories. What if, bear with me, that friend of yours, she showed up like Yoren?
As an enemy?
As an enemy.
I suppose I'd want to know same as Lance. Simply why?
Gotcha. I figured.
Why is it that you gave your life for mine? Why? You could have lived longer yourself, Miyabi. Why did you do it?
So her name was Miyabi? Sorry. Guess it's a sensitive subject.
It's funny. I thought I had it all locked down. Thank you. Whatever a reason, I'd accept it. Facts. Whatever the truth may be.
And that's it. No looking back.
While my de facto partner's running full steam ahead. I mean, I can't very well go backwards, can I now?
Your partners now, eh? I suppose you are at that.
I wonder, how does he see things?
I think there's more food to find over there.
Let's go someplace else.
Well, let's go find it.
Watch your footing, guys. That smarts. Huh. That smarts.
You itching to get wrecked?
White slam! Airbag!
This
is not the odds a little.
Knew you had it in you, Mimi.
Alright, keep them coming!
Hey, you barely messed anything up today, see? Guys, Senna, love to see it.
Cannonball!
Liberation!
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
What's this food you're on about? Did you scoff it all up already?
White! I'll draw them.
Always, Noah.
The land's hand.
You're a fire land! More enemies! I'll keep them See if we can keep this up.
This is something decent, right?
Huh? Is that?
We've rounded up plenty of ingredients. Looks tasty.
This amounts to keep us going for a while.
All right then. That should be us good for food now.
Yeah. Looks like that'll last us a little while.
What's wrong, Mio?
Who's there? Come out!
Boliaris!
Yeah, much better. I owe you.
What are you doing over this way? I thought you were going to the castle.
Yeah. No, I went. And this is what I got for my trouble.
So, tell us, what happened?
But why, Your Majesty? Why would you attack Colony 4?
You came into contact with Ouroboros, did you not? I'd call it burning out the contagion.
Contagion?
You're implying we've been contaminated?
Have you not? You've been removed from the protection of the flame clocks. You no longer need to wager your lives in battle.
Who struggles not in life deserves not to live. That is the compact of our nation, and moreover, the truth.
Majesty, my queen.
Yet, to punish you all for fate's machinations would be a misstep. Therefore, I shall grant you a chance.
What must I do?
Eliminate Ouroboros.
You want me to... Noah and the rest?
Naturally, I am cognizant of the fact that the enemy is wily and capable. I have no intention of sending you alone.
Kamaravi! Why are you here?
Ethel. How? But you're not even on the same side.
Entertainment.
Pardon?
Those who have been released from the Flame Clock's sacred indenture cannot be affected by the Mobius Iris. To bring you back under control, I would have to force your rebirth. But that wouldn't be nearly as fun.
The power you two wield surpasses even some of our consuls. I have great hopes for you. Ethel, Kamaravi.
They gave Ethel and Kamaravi new furnaces. They've been made specifically to kill Ouroboros. The tune-up might take a little while. Though, you don't have much time. The two of them are after your heads.
You're sure of this? Really?
That's why I came here. To give you warning. They already know your rough position. That's how I found you in the first place. What's this?
Plans of the castle. They were tuning up my Pharaonis when I happened upon them. They include schematics for the Annihilator. Take them and go back to Colony 4.
Commander, you mean?
If they can find us wherever we are, I want to at least secure a way for us to put up a fight. Am I wrong?
But Mom, we can't very well...
Also, about Noah's group. If you happen across them, tell them this. I will use lethal force, yes?
What?
Furthermore, tell them I wish them all the best of luck. I hope they reach their goal.
Commander?
Oh, Ethel. She sounds serious. And still telling us to just keep going?
Well, that's Ethel for you. Hard-headed as they come.
Won't she get into trouble because of you slipping out?
Hardly. I'm just one missing foot soldier. No one's going to pay it any mind.
Huh? But your wounds earlier.
Truth is, from falling off a cliff on the way here. It was dark as snuff.
Are you tugging my wings?
Well, anyhow, it's nothing for you lot to fret over. This is our problem now. You focus on achieving your objective.
We appreciate it.
But man, why's the commander got to duke it out with you lot, eh? And why was our foe Kamaravi there, the Aspar? Feels like the whole world's turned on its head. Alrighty, I'm heading back. Got it? You lot scoot on along out of these parts. There's still some time before they're done tweaking. And with you on foot...
We're not running away. Not after all this.
Huh?
I'm staying too.
What? Really?
That light we saw a while back. If that had come from the Annihilator, even if we were to somehow reach our destination, if it was at the cost of all your lives, it wouldn't be worth it. Surviving like that, I couldn't bear it.
Mimi.
Mio. Boliaris. The castle plans. Can you share them?
Noah, you're not... You wouldn't.
The fact remains, it was us that destroyed your clock. Therefore...
Yes, but that's...
Either way, I think it's clear at least part of the blame lies with us. It's only fair, then, that we destroy this Annihilator. Agreed?
You for real?
I'd be up for a little detour.
Same here.
He did offer us shelter. That creates an obligation.
No way around. Someone here needs to keep friends in line. Count Riku in.
If plan on fighting, we'll need first-rate chef too.
Oh. And that's it. No looking back.
While my de facto partner's running full steam ahead. I mean, I can't very well go backwards, can I now?
Oh, fine. Go on then. You wouldn't make it far inside the castle without a proper healer anyway.
Uni.
Thanks, guys. You're the best. I'll head back to Colony 4, in case the shit hits the fan. Good luck then, to all of you.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Remember, we're up against the castle. Get too close and we may come under fire. What's our plan?
I think we'll be able to manage, as long as we're careful.
Come to think of it, you used to go to the castle for off-seer training once a year, right, Noah?
The Black Fog. Is there much there?
There's actually quite a bit. Around this time, the whole area is shrouded in it. They couldn't find us in that cave in Neil Valley, right?
And you think we can repeat that?
Maybe.
Using the fog to approach is clever, but risky. What if an annihilation event occurs?
You know, I hadn't really given it much thought up until you mentioned it. But, oddly, it hasn't been happening.
Seriously?
I'm not sure why. Behind the castle, there's an ether deposit being mined, in an area facing a lake. The ether being obtained there is then delivered into the castle through a freight entrance.
So that's where we'll get our sneak on.
There won't be anyone in the containers. If we can just get to them, without being spotted...
Then we can get into the castle.
Okay, let's assume we do give the guards the slip. What do we do once we're inside the place?
Tyon, the sensors. What was the Colony 4 soldiers' search radius with the fog out?
Their scanning range, I'd put in the ballpark of 15 metri.
Look here. In the reserve area, there's a maintenance hatch that leads directly to the outer wall. If we make it through here and get to the main housing, it'll land us in front of the Annihilator.
Less chance of being spotted by troops outside, too.
We can do this.
There's one concern. The castle is the Queen's residence. What if we're found by the consuls?
Then I guess we'll have a fight on our hands. But it's not like we don't have a retreat. Here. In Keves, after a homecoming, they wash away the belongings of the dead as part of a ritual. It's an understated affair. And the channel they use for it is here. It flows straight out, connecting to the lake outside the castle.
I see. So we open a hatch near the Annihilator, ride the current, and we should come out right at the lake.
More Snuffy and water. Every time we run, why do we always end up getting drenched? I mean, feathers are a bitch to dry.
Every time being our grand total of once.
Well, let's just hope we don't have to fight. That's the ideal case.
That's it then.
Ready whatever supplies you need. Then we can go. It's good to keep a record.